Hi everyone, Martin here from martinsmayhem.co.uk. I hope you're all well. Today is super exciting, and the reason for that is we get to see the release of our brand new annual catalogue for 2020 to 2021. That's a mouthful. Should have practiced that a little bit more. But hey ho. So I'm going to quickly walk you through, and I say quickly, it's not a quick video, so grab a cup of coffee, come and sit with me as I walk you through this amazing catalogue full of amazing stuff. So we're going to look through it now, so I'm going to switch over so you can see. Okay, so let's just start with the front cover. The front cover is always such a big thing for us demonstrators. I just love finding out what the front cover is going to be, because it's always so interesting. And I love how they've gone for a real minimal look this time. Instead of lots of cards like last year, we've just kept it with 3 cards, an envelope and a bit of paper and some product. So it's super fab. This stamp set is called Lovely You, and I think it's going to be a big favourite. So if we open up, on the inside page we have just a couple of the new tools or different tools that we are offering, and we have a context page. So you can see here we have all occasion sweets, love, thanks and support sweets. We have kids and baby sweets, so we've got one for that one. Birthday we've got another sweet for, and then artistic expressions we have another 3. So these sweets are where you get a whole bunch of product under one item code, which all coordinate perfectly. But when we come across the first one, I'll make sure I point that out so you guys can all know. And then you have just accessories and more, which is also detailed there. You have got some icons, so you've got a new stamp set or product, which is a massive N in a star, and then you have the bundle saving 10%. Super fab, super fun. So as always, we have just our little welcome to Stampin' Up message, which is from the co-founder and board chair, Shelley Gardner, lovely lady. Here we have just what stamps we kind of offer. So if you're familiar with Stampin' Up, you've got cling and photopolymer, and just different techniques which we offer. Here we just go on to talk about how Stampin' Up aims to have colour coordinates perfectly, have different things that coordinate together, such as dies and punches, just lots of loveliness. So Stampin' Up are focusing a lot on the beginner crafter, and because of that they've put kits right at the start of this catalogue. So you have just an explanation of the different types of kits, so all inclusive, product kits and product medleys, and then you have some examples. Some are returning, so we offered this one previously. This one is, what's it called? Oh, it's looking up. What a silly sausage. So we've got Simply Citrus, which is really cute, which is going to be super fun, and I wish I had my hands on it right now because that's perfect for summer. And that is Looking Up, and they are all-inclusive kits, and you make 15 cards for the total of £27 or £30, and you get the stamp set included, as well as the ink that you need and a block. So everything you need is available. Then we go on to project kits. So this is where you're just getting the elements, but you do need to include some other bits. So it recommends you getting a stamp set and the colours. You need some dimensionals, stamping spots and some seal. What I would say is, if you're wanting to host a party, you can host a party with this, and I can supply all of this for you, not a problem. And then our product medley, which is full of amazing product that is just incredible. You get so much, and this is Boho Indigo, and I am really excited to get my hands on this. And for the first time we're having a refill kit, which I'm again really excited for. I think that's going to be really fab, and there's just some great colours in there. Where are the colours detailed? So we've got Garden Green, Gold, Misty Moonlight, which is one of our new in colours, Night of Navy, very vanilla and white. So that's going to be really fun to play with. So earlier on I was talking about sweets, and here is our first one. So we've got Flowers for Every Season, and I've got this. It's fab. You guys are going to love it. This sweet features heavily our new in colours. So our 5 new in colours, which is Misty Midnight, Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Magenta Madness, and just Jade. So they are, oh, they're right there, and I'm trying to remember them off the top of my head. So this is super fab. In the suite, you get the Flowers for Every Season Designer Series paper, Flowers for Seasons Memories More card pack. You get the Flowers for Season Memory More card. You get the Mason Jars, which is a shaker dome. You have the ribbon pack. You have the Season Gems, which you can see just here. You also get the blends as well, which there's 4 blends in the Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. And in this you do get the 2 bundles as well, which are on the following page, which if I turn over now, here we go. So you get the Jar of Flowers bundle. So the item code is here with the price of £34, and that's a saving of 10% on buying the punch and stamp sets separately. Also included in that suite is the Celebrate Sunflowers, and that's the Celebrate Sunflowers bundle, and you get dies as well as the stamp set. Now all the products detailed in the suite are available on their own, so don't think you have to buy the whole suite. You can buy the individual items should you wish, but if you're going to buy the stamp set and dies, get the bundle because you save 10%. That's more money to spend on crafts. So this is super cute. I love that suite. Here we have some returning stamp sets which you might be familiar with. And as you can see, I've already gone through and highlighted the ones for me that I've already got in my collection, and that just makes me know that I've got it. Don't need to buy it again. So some more returning stamps. This was a sweet last catalogue in the mini, what was it called, January to June catalogue, and it's fab, but the bundle is still available if you haven't got it. So keep going. We have got more returning stamp sets that you've seen me use, and here we go. So here is the Amazing Lovely You stamp set that you see featured on the front of our catalogue. I think this is going to be a massive favourite, and as you can see, I've highlighted it yellow because I know I wanted it. I'm lucky enough to have it, and I've created some videos, tutorials that are available through the Stampin' Society. So make sure if you want a tutorial, a video tutorial package, you get in touch because I can show you how, and I am featuring this stamp set. It's beautiful. So I've already got that stamp set, and you would have recognised it from my channel. Here we go on to a second suite, which is A World of Good. Now the next couple of pages are very heavily featured for men, which is brilliant. Guys, we struggle with mail cards. I struggle, you struggle, we all know it. But this is going to make your life 10 times easier. But it's not just for men, of course not. It could be for anybody. But the World of Good stamps suite even is fab. You can see all the colours listed here. So you have Cinnamon Cider, Bumblebee, Crumb Cake, Mossy Meadow, Misty Midnight, Moonlight even, Early Espresso, and Brass. Okay, and in this suite you get the bundle, you get the Memories and More card pack, the Designer Series paper, which you see here, Antique Corners and Slides, which are these little elements here, wood panel embossing folder, you get suede trim, can't speak, and foiled sheets. So all of that you get for a total price of £97.25, which is an ideal amount to add to a starter kit, because then you can buy some other coordinating papers and you can get crafting straight away. So if we move on, you can see the stamp set here, and you can see that the bundle is available separate as well as the stamp set and individual dies, but you're gonna want to get the bundle. So again, here we have a returning stamp set and just some information on two-step stamping and how you can do it. So if we keep going, do you see what I mean about the many masculine designs, which is fab, but not just solely for men, of course. So we've got the new game on stamp set, which I'm excited for. It's definitely going to be interesting to use. I don't know how I'm going to use it yet, but I'm sure I'll come across something. Some campology for those who enjoy camping. And then we have two returning stamp sets, which have coordinating dies but are not available in the bundle. Here you can see a little sneak preview of our lovely and new stamping cut and emboss machine. Now we offer two of these, a mini version which you see here, as well as a larger version, but you can see them a little bit later on. So again, you've got some more masculine stamp sets. This is probably for me because I like my whiskey, I won't lie. So this is perfect for me, and I'm not a dad, so it's suitable for anyone. But I just think it's fab. If we keep going, so you can see here some more returning stamps. Again, another sneak preview at our stamping cut and emboss machine. This triangle, the right triangle stamp set, I am so excited for. Can't wait to use that. You can imagine that stamped across the card and have that as a pocket. Just little things like that. And I think these examples down here are fabulous. With this comes coordinating dies. Again, I'm super excited for. And you can see here we have some long triangles. I'm excited for them because let's face it, it's a nice and easy banner. If we keep going, we have more returning stamp sets that we've seen before, so I'm not going to spend too long. Another stamp set I'm excited about is the Today's Tiles. I think these patterns and shapes are going to be fab to use, and I think the examples are really useful, especially if you struggle to come up with unique ideas or on ways to use such blocked images such as this. But also the sentiments are great. Like, I really like the use of typography. So we're on to another sweet, and I already need another drink because I am talking a lot. Here we have Playful Pets. So imagine Stampin' Up meets Disney. That's what I get the feel from this. It is so fab, the way that they have designed this designer series paper is just so fun. And the stamp set, so the suite costs £62.50, which is a bargain price, and for that you get the stamp set or the bundle. You get, so that's stamp set and dies, you get the designer series paper that you see here, you get the trim combo pack, so you get this little, what colour red is it? So it's real red with white stitch and then the black and white twine. And just look at the examples, they're so fun and fab. So here you can see the stamp set in more detail and the bundle, which is here. So you get the 4 little shapes to cut these out, as well as some little paw prints from the looks of it. But if you're not a huge colourer, so if you don't like colouring, these dies coordinate perfectly with some of the images found in the designer series paper, as you can see here. Where is it? Here. So you can see that one example's coloured, one example's die cut. Okay, so some more fabulous stamp sets. I feel this stamp set is going to be really popular because I know the Umbrella Punch was. I've highlighted so much happy because I don't have any birthday stamps or anything specifically for birthdays, so I'm going to make sure I get my hands on that. But this is also one of our bundles, so I can get that with the coordinating dies and save 10%. Some more stamp sets, so we've got 2 new ones here. This symbol means it's designed by one of our $1 million sales representatives, and they are fab for achieving $1 million sales. And again, we're just continuing with our stamp sets and bundles, as you can see. And I think these are super fab. And there's some tips on how to heat emboss, as well as stepping up your cards to make some really cool and detailed projects. So I know you guys are already excited about page 51 and the Blossom in Bloom bundle. It is fab. It is super exciting, and I think you guys are all loving this example. It's super fun, it's colourful, it's bright, it's fab. And I've got it sat on my shelf waiting to be used. So again, we've got some new stamp sets that you see here, and this stamp set actually coordinates with some of the tag dies that you saw in our autumn winter catalogue for 2019. Yes, 2019. So they have continued over, and now we have more stamp sets that coordinates, and I'm super excited for this. So you can see this is for you, dude. That's perfect for a teenager or a teenage kind of card. So talking about autumn winter, you've previously seen that we've had the snow globe from there. Well, we're giving you something a little bit different and a little bit more playful to use, so I'm excited for this one as well. I haven't highlighted it, but I'm sure I will later on. We have got the borders bound, which again is super cute, and this design here, I have a tattoo based on that, because there's an old catalogue with a similar design in, which was a stamp set, and my tattoo was based on that. So there we go, fun fact for you. Some more stamp sets that we are seeing returned. A Christmas one using that snow globe, and again, I know this guy is a favourite of yours. Some more, and there we have that stamp set that I was on about earlier on. The All Night Garden Suite, you've already seen me use because we've had an early release of it, and it's fab. Just look at all the brilliant and wonderful colours that you see here, and that suite has 2 stamp sets and 2 sets of dies, as well as the designer series paper, 2 packs, 2 ribbon spools, some gems, and that's it. Oh, and an embossing folder, my apologies, which I know you guys are loving that embossing folder as well. It's so pretty. Some more returning stamp sets, some new stamp sets which are distinctive, which is Stampin' Up's type of photorealism kind of stamps. So they're really fun to use, ideal to use with your blends, or if you want to do a, what's the technique called, no lines watercolour. I'm not sure what the technique's called, but I know it's above my ability. So we have some returning stamps as well as a new one, which is super cute. I love this wreath. More returning favourites and favourite bundles as well. It's great to see the items used in new ways than we have already seen. So more stamp sets, lots and lots of beautiful examples that you guys can see, which is why I love having a catalogue. So it's super fun to see them, and you can just see, I love this text. When I see the good in the world, I see you. I can't thank you enough. So pretty, I really like that. Some more. And then we're going on to what I think is going to be my favourite suite of all time, and that's a Peony Garden Sweet Collection. Now this is fab, and I think it's fab because of the examples are so beautiful. And of course the examples are so beautiful, one, because we have a very talented concept art team, but because the products are amazing. So in this suite you get the bundle of stamp set and dies. So included in the dies is this wonderful 3D peony. You get square vellum doilies, which are just featured here, behind here, and on this project. You get the designer series paper, and I like the colour choices in petal pink, grey granite and basic grey. Such an interesting choice of colours. You get these gems that are featured here. You get an embossing folder. Can I see that featured? Maybe not. Oh, it could be this one here. We can have a look at that. So it's Dainty Diamonds embossing folder. It's on page 184. So let's jump ahead. 184. Dandelions. Dainty Diamonds. So yeah, that's that there, which is super cute. I like that. And sheer ribbon, which is here. So that's super cute. I love this. And just look at them wonderful stamps. It's distinctive. So again, it's the photorealism kind of look. And each flower has a coordinating die. And what I like most is it cuts out the little bits. I get so stressed when I see people fussing bits out and you've just got a massive block. And a massive block. And you're like, if you're going to do it properly. Anybody else, give this video a thumbs up if you agree. So this is fab. I love it. And the coordinating dies, which you can create that 3D peony as well as all these here. And again, the sentiments are lovely. Love and thanks to a dear friend. I love the mixture fonts. The Frizz bird stamp set, which I know you guys loved last year, or last catalogue. And some more. It's great to see that some coordinating dies are coming back for the Positive Thought stamp set. More returning stamp sets. Comfort and Hope stamp set is available, which I have. I was able to achieve certain sales, so I've got that for free, which is great. And I'm going to use it a lot, especially as it was free. I love this texture here. Just really highlight it green. So moving on, we have two more $1 million sales stamp set, and these are both fab. Nothing better than, and you've got chocolate, cocktails, fabulous. You've got Ridiculously Awesome, which is some really big sentiments, because all of these images are the exact size and same size as the stamps. So you can see here, You Are My Sunshine, that's a big stamp, as well as Make Today Ridiculously Awesome. Fabulous. Absolutely brilliant. So this one has coordinating dies as well, so it's the Nothing Better Than bundle. This one doesn't, unfortunately, but then it's just sentiments, so you're going to really use them the way that you want to. Now we move on to more of our cartooning kind of images. So we've got Back on Your Feet returning, as well as Special Someone, and we've got From All of Us, which is new, and this is super cute. Like, let's face it, who doesn't love that flamingo and a cheeky monkey? On to our next suite, which is A Whale of a Time, and this is really cute actually. I first saw it and I was a bit like, but it's grown on me because I think it's so much fun. Like, imagine like prom, you could have an undersea feel, and you can use this designer series paper. I don't know what it's like in America, but we have proms here in the UK. I don't know about other European countries, but kids parties, anything, it's super fab. And you can see there the stamp set, and it's just super cute. I know some of the artisan design team are going to love that. So just keep going. We've got some more of these cartoony shapes and more character designs before we end up on the playing with pattern suite. Now this suite I am really excited for. I don't know about you, but I am really excited for these letter dies. They are fab, and I think the concept art team have done fabulous with creating the things, and there's letters and numbers in this, so that's really exciting. What do you get in it? You get the bundle, so it's stamp set, which I'll show you in a second, and dies. You get the ribbon combo pack, which you see here. You get the mini paper pumpkin boxes, which are there. You get the resin dots, which are here, and the designer series paper that you see here. So this design series paper is 6 inches by 6 inches rather than 12 by 12, but still it's super cute and it's got some proper bold patterns, which is great. So here's the stamp set, which I said I wanted because I've highlighted it in yellow because it's fab. And just look at these lines. Imagine colouring each line in different with a marker before stamping. It's going to look fab. I really like all the different patterns and textures and the dies. I'm really excited for. And by the looks of it, you get multiple. So you get 2 A's, you get 2 N's, you get 2 P's, you get 2 R's, and so on and so forth. But some letters you do only get 1, but hey ho. Happy birthday again, I said. I'm short on birthday things, so that's going to be useful. I quite like this happy B-day. That's very modern and hip, and it coordinates with our stitched rectangles, so that's going to make it even easier to cut out. More different characters, so you've got zany zebras, which are adorable, as well as a white goat. And as Sean said, I need to make more punny cards, so you might be seeing them. Some returning stamp sets, as well as a new one, which is called Senior Years. The Forever Greenery suite is one which I've had a lot of feedback of from demonstrators, in the fact that they were like, oh, I don't like it, and then they've got it and they're like, oh, whoa, wait a minute, it's fab. And it really is fab because you get so much. This designer series paper, I have an unboxing video which I did live, which this is featured in, and it's cute. You get these ringed hooplets, what was I going to say? Loops, or hooplets. I don't know where I got that from, but it's fab. And there's the stamp set. Again, it's distinctive and it's super cute. I think it's going to be used a lot. So we have Send Into Sunshine, which is a new stamp set. Another new stamp set is the Embrace Each Other, which is the humanoid images, which a lot of people like. It's not really me, but then I'm sure I could use it if I got it. So we've got more returning stamp sets. Blossom, Bloom and Grow, I can't speak, is back, as well as a new one is A Field of Flowers. Now this has a coordinating punch, border punch, which is available in a bundle where you save 10%. So again, some more returning stamp sets, some new stamp sets that you see here. I'm really excited about all things fabulous because it's 2-step stamps set, which you see here, where you can build up the intensity of colours. So I'm excited for that. Then we have the In Good Taste suite, which again on that unboxing video you've seen me open and show off. There's that designer series paper, which I don't really understand, but everything else is beautiful and I know you guys are going to love it. Again, you get the dies, you get the stamp set, you get the designer series paper, you get the embossing folders, in folder even, as well as the In Good Taste wooden elements. So here we go again, even more. So there's the stamp set even, and some more examples. Some more new stamp sets which are super fab. A Ranger Wreath is available in a bundle, as well as the Fancy Phrases with a punch. This is die bundle, this is a punch bundle. And Stampin' Up also offers things that you might want to add to your basket while you're purchasing them. So more returning stamp sets. And then we come on to Artistry Blooms, which is another bundle, which again is super fab, and it is full of colour. So you have Magenta Madness, Calypso Coral, Mango Melody, Coastal Cabana, Granny Apple Green, Rich Razzleberry, as well as Gorgeous Grape. So this is super bright, super playful. I'll be honest, I was not a fan to start with, but then I have seen some wonderful examples since, and it's convinced me otherwise. You guys, they're fab. And as you can see here, here's the stamp set, and we can have a look at the bundle a little bit more later on. So we have the best year. So I'm guessing this just has something for everything, everyone even. So warm Christmas wishes, wishing you your best year yet. Hello, hi, happy Father's Day. You mean to the world you are a dad. To me you are the world. Thank you for all that you do. Happy birthday, you did it. Hip hip hooray. And every thoughtful thing you do. So it's just super cute sentiments, which are fab. And of course we get a coordinating die, which you can use to create these interesting backgrounds that you can see at the back. Some more new stamp sets, very animal nature kind of feel to them, which is interesting. I like the new kind of imagery that Stampin' Up are bringing in their stamp sets as well as all the different fonts. So that's a big change that I've recognised. We're also seeing a lot of these kind of texture prints and solid images and patterns, which are super fun and exciting for. Background stamps, we have got a cameo, guys. A cameo, can you believe it? And as you can see here, it's used in one of our pink tones. I think that is Blushing Bride, and I think that's fab. Super excited for that. And then we go on to take a break. Let's take a break. Let's have a sip, because God knows my throat is dry. So here we go on to what's coming up next. So we've got cardstock, our ink pads, our markers, watercolour pencils, design series paper, stamping blends, ribbon and trim, and embellishments. So I'm going to flick through this a lot quicker because you guys, you know our colours, they're fab. So we have the 5 collections. So we have basics, subtle, regal, neutral, and brights. And in that you have all the colours listed at the top. And down the side you have all the different items that are offered. And if you go across to, so we want A4 cardstock, we want a pack of 24 sheets, and we want that in Mango Melody, so I know that's the item code. What we also have is our in colours. So if you're unfamiliar to Stampin' Up offer a 2-year kind of gap for new colours to come in. So every year we get a new 5 colours. Last year we had Rococo Rose, Terracotta Tile, Pretty Peacock, Seaside Spray, and Purple Posy. Here, or this year, we have the Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight, which are beautiful. And if you've received a catalogue from me, you would have had a card in one of them colours. So again, if you're going to struggle to read it like this, here is the items with an image for you to look through and also pick up. So Stampin' Up does do their own storage. So you can have your ink pad, Stampin' Right marker all together, as well as your blends. I have mine up on my shelf in front of my desk. And here we go on to our colouring tools. So all of these are different tools that we use. So we have things like heat embossing, we have the Versamark ink pad there, some stencils, embossing paste, crystal effects, shimmery paint, Twinkle Stella brush, we have water painters which have changed. Again, I'm really excited for that. Memento ink pad, blender pens, spritzers, sponges, daubers, chalk markers, so on and so forth. Then we come on to all our designer series paper, which you've seen featured earlier on, which are super fab. So you've seen these two before, and then we have our kind of designer series paper that coordinates perfectly with all of our colours. So the bottom one you can purchase in brights, neutrals, regals and subtles. However, this one you can purchase in the in colours, but it's the exact same design, it's just that one's in colours, one's not. Then we're going to move on to some of our tools. So we have our wonderful trimmer and our scoreboard. Then we come on to our packaging basics and paper basics. It's just different things that we offer. So we have acetate card boxes, we have envelopes, we have bags and boxes that you can order, as well as there's some specialty foil, gold laser cut paper even, blah blah blah, which is in the Forever Greenery suite. Paper basics, so a Whisper White cardstock, our thick cardstock, 12x12 cardstock, holographic glimmer paper, so much and so much. The Memories and More kit is something where you can put together an A4 album with some of your favourite images as well as some of Stampin' Up's items. So you don't just have to use this, you use the Memories and More. However, that's there available. However, Stampin' Up also understand that these make brilliant cards, so they offer card bases and envelopes that you can purchase, as well as the Memories and More card pack, and you can assemble as you like. Here we come on to our embellishments. So these again are super fab, so many for you to see, so many new ones, some favourites returning. And that continues onto a third page, and then we have some unsung heroes. So these are your essential tools almost. So you have our wonderful take a pick tool, we have the refill putty, we have the take a pick brush elements, brush tip, bone folder and paper snips, our wonderful ribbon which is fab. And I think that's actual size of the ribbon as well, which is really useful. Our wonderful adhesive, something I'm really excited about is our foam adhesive that's coming. As you can see, you can die cut it. I'm just amazed by that. We have our wonderful tools, so accessories, which is our blocks, our cleaning pads, our storage cases, lots and lots, and then our wonderful stamp apparatus, which you can be using to get images in that perfect position or create repetitive backgrounds as exampled there. Then onto our tools, you'll notice that we dramatically reduced our circle punch collection, which is sad, but it's also a necessary evil. We've got our wonderful punches returning, as well as having some new ones which are featured in bundles. So this is almost your bundle index. So we have punch bundles, so you can see the stamp sets earlier on. Here you can see the bundle, the punches. There you have that mason jar. We have a post-it for you, which has the post sides, the little flowers, as well as the heart punch. So many punches. And then our fabulous new machine, which is not yet available, however it will be soon, and it's fab. You can just see from that the mini one is cute, the big one is a beast, and let's face it, we all need a beast to run through, and this works perfectly with our dies as well as our embossing folders, so you won't need any additional plates because they all work perfectly. You have an impressions plate, you have a specialty plate, you have the D-shift sheets, you have the mats and bases available individually for each machine, so you have the large one as well as the mini. And then you go on to our die bundles, which you can see here. Which there's plenty of, so you just need to take your time, work through them, realise what you love most, and add that to the top of your wish list. If your wish list, of course, is reaching the £130 mark, then why not add all of that to a starter kit and only pay £99 even, I do know, and get free shipping. And what you get from that as well is you get 20% off all orders for the next 3 months, or as long as you remain an active demonstrator. But don't be put off by the fact that the word demonstrator, because you don't have to do anything. You can just make the most of a starter kit and enjoy the discount. So again, more wonderful dies, fabulous dies that are available but not within a bundle. What it does say is if you have a mini, that they will fit through perfectly, which is brilliant because you might just want a small die cutting machine, but it does show that large dies don't fit in it. So there's plenty of dies for you to make the most of, which is super fab. Embossing folders, again, so many new ones, which are really exciting. But some of our old favourites like Tin Tile are back. Then we come on to the host and earn. So for those of you who spend £150 up, you get money back to spend, as well as hosting a party. So if you host a party with some friends, as demonstrated here, and sales reach 150, you then get £15 to spend, which is a little treat. However, if you're placing an order of £150 up, you should think about purchasing the starter kit and make the savings, so you get the £130 there and then to spend and only pay £99. But then you can wait a little bit, place a second order and get the 20% off your own order. So them rewards can be spent on exclusive stamp sets that you see here. So you have the Summer Days as well as Touched My Heart. Or you can spend it on any other items featured in the catalogue. Now we just go on to that join. So that offer that I've mentioned about purchasing the starter kit, please do not be put off. It is fab. You get £130 worth of product or €175 worth of product for £99 or €129, depending on what country you're in. Here in the UK, you'll be looking at the pounds. Anywhere else in Europe, you'll be looking at the euro. Okay, so it does make a suggestion as to what you could get. However, it could be anything featured in the whole catalogue. As I said, add a bundle, not a bundle, a suite. Yeah, so let's say you're adding Good Taste Suite, you might want to get your hands on some Petal Pink cardstock, some Night and Navy, some very vanilla. You might want to add some ink pads to it. You might not need adhesives because you have some already, so you make savings there. This is just a suggestion on what you can purchase. But again, if you have any questions in relation to this, please just get in touch. Let's make the most of your money and let's save you that 20%, and that could increase to 25% as well, but we won't go into that yet. And then we have our wonderful index with all of the stamp sets. and accessories. And that is the end of our catalogue. So there you have it. That is your 2020-2021 annual catalogue. It's super fab. I love it. If you haven't yet got one and would like one, please get in touch because I'll be happy to help. If you have any questions on any other projects featured within this catalogue tour, please don't hesitate in getting in touch. I'll be happy to help again. And links to my online shop, my website, and all my social media connections are listed below. Right, I'm going to leave you to your day. Have a nice day and I'll see you around. Bye.